Okay, cool, my sound's working this time. Excellent. Excellent. That was going to be a problem, I thought. Okay, let's share the live stream actually, that's what we're going to do. Anyway, welcome to Gent Wevelgem. Let's wait a few minutes just to get some people in here. 2019 route. Gent Wevelgem. Switch out the music, trying something else. Anyway, Gent Wevelgem in Flanders Field 2019, loading the start list. Double check we have the new Ineos rider, we do. Caden Groves, the Ineos rider, taking over for Magnus Sheffield. Relatively strong squads here today. We've got Ghana, Muller, Stuyven as well as Muller, and Girmay. She's very strong squad from HTC Columbia. Milan Mohoric for Bahrain victorious. Hirsch, Pedersen, Van der Poel, Stefan Kung, Niels Pollitt, Van Baarle, Wout van Aert of course. Easy post with Lampard. Dimension Data got Dima, Anna De Lee at Lotto Destiny, Max Canter at Tudor, Van Ashbrook at Mapai, and we are Elmothier Steiner Motors. Favourites for the race, of course, Van Aert, Van Baarle, Pedersen, Van der Poel, Kung, Asgreen, Ghana. Pretty much all those guys I just mentioned. Ben Turner also up there for Ineos. Or on normal 1 frequency of falls, race day condition of 5. Let's get into it. For Ineos, or on normal 1 frequency of falls, race day condition of 2019 route. Let's have a look who won. Ellie was Alexander Kristoff of UAE Team Emirates. He beat John Degenkolb Narsen, Van de Poel, Van Poppel, Petit, Trentin, Selig, Mohorch, and the Buscher in a sprint finish. That's pretty good, actually. Which was a mass bunch sprint in 2019. 28 riders made to the line together, while Van Aert finished 7 seconds further behind that. A few riders must be dropping off in the sprint. Here we go, almost loading in. Here we are, start line Gent Wevelgem 2019 route. We're gonna get our rider, put him down onto 0. We have a look at these beautiful jerseys in the peloton. Van Poppel, the Dutch champion, next to that beautiful Mapai jersey. Biased, of course, once again. Arnaud Demar, the leader for Team Dimension Data, with their beautiful kit. Also, Groves, late replacement for Sheffield, the Australian national road race champion. Looks like we're getting a reasonable sized break. Alpecin de Koenig and Lotto Destiny seem to be the two main pacemakers. We see Lamperty rolling to the front. Sam Gay's also there for the squad. This route hasn't got too many cobbles, more of just a punchy race. And more riders trying to get the break. Van de Sint-Maartensink. He seems to be the one that these riders are not allowing to escape. Mark Hirsch is here for Lidl Trek. Small group of 6 riders up the road, led by Omar Goldstein, Newholz, Rowe, Holgaard, Gogol, and Frison. There's a decent sized wind, 17 kilometers an hour, coming from the left hand side of the road in a easterly direction. Looks like on the front, GW, Shimano, Dimension Data, Groupama FDJ, Bahrain Victorious, and Alpecin de Koenig. See further back in the peloton, they're all kind of bustling a bit for position. Not so much echelons, but not so much nothing at the same time. Chilling at the back, 2 Mapai riders and 1 rider from Tudor Pro Cycling, that's Steimler. Anyway, we got a nice flat run in before the action starts later on in the day. Who does the race say is the most favourite? Some punchy riders, so Van der Poel, Van Aert, Van Baarle. Stefan Kung also up there. Really all those guys I mentioned before. Trentin, the leader for Dimension Data. The record Aldani is worse than Boyven. We'll have to wait and see. Tunes is here also. Tunes had bad luck in that last one-day race that we ran. Gap to the breakaway now, 8 minutes, but there is 206 kilometers to go. It is a very long race, 2:45. Get the Wevelgem. I don't think the brake's big enough to make it all the way. Puncture for Guillaume Boyven. Far out sake, I swear. Puncture with Moschetti in the last race. Puncture with Boyven in this race. Oh well, at least we get a bit of exposure. for our squad, but still really annoying. Cavendish is here. The Manx missile with HTC Columbia. Is he hoping to win Gent Wevelgem? Pretty awesome if he can get over the top and win it. I'd back him. The wind is increased in strength. It is now 25 kilometers an hour. We shouldn't see too many echelons, but maybe some riders might be getting a bit tired. First cobble sector also incoming. Let's head to the breakaway as we prepare for that. 6 kilometers time. We're expecting a 5-star cobble sector. First one of the day, just to upset the rhythm. Yes, the Moschetti. I know. So I think it's probably not Moschetti's fault. It's probably more so the team's fault. Anyway, first cobble sector of the day, the breakaway goes into it. They lose, what's that, 5-6 kilometers of speed. Quite small, but still enough to upset the rhythm. Let's see how the peloton tackles this cobble sector. Will we see splits of the peloton? They'll probably come back together, but it's still be cool to see. Derek G on the front. HTC Columbia, he's driving the pace through this cobble sector. Sam Gaze, mountain bike world champion, on the front. There's no splits that we can see in the peloton. Everyone's made it through that sector pretty good there, although all the Mapai squad's chilling at the back. So, great success. Anyway, let's wrap it back up. The gap has fallen to 5 minutes 40, with the peloton gaining 20 seconds in more than 20 seconds in that cobble sector. The lead-in's almost finished. We're almost at the excitement of the race. The hills with cobble, which are 5-star cobbles. Sick. These riders are not going to have a good day. The wind's reduced again, and as I say that, it's picking back up. 25 kilometers an hour, 26, 27. A little bit of echelon action as we come to the base of the first climb. Sexy Sudal, that's a good way of putting it. Sexy Sudal, right there in pink. One rider in the breakaway, but Sexy Sudal back in the peloton. Let's have a look at them. Casper Asgreen is their nominated leader for the day. Definitely looking sexy in pink. The gap is now 4 minutes 30 for the breakaway as they begin the climbs. Will we see some action from the peloton on these climbs, or is it still too early for them? Affini, the Italian road race champion, is here. I love the classic national champ kits, the ones that are just... The tricolour national champ kits just hit different. Sam Gaze is there protecting... Oh, no, he's from FDJ, never mind. Lamperty's on the front doing the work for Van der Poel. Colt de Revel put some decently strong climbs. Here we come with very steep climb now, but only momentarily. Look at that, 18.9%, but only for the little top tippy bit. Breakaway still going strong. Luke Rowe yelling at everyone to roll through, using his road captain duties. Van Aert keeping himself out of trouble at the front, as well as Van der Poel. Both of them up near the front. 1/3 of the way through this hilly sector. Haven't got to the decent cobbles yet, so we should see some more action. or some action, to be honest. See the breakaway just passing the peloton there on the switch roads, waving at each other as they roll on through. There we have it, first lot of riders dropped from the pack, and look at that, they're all the Mapai riders. Andre Ponema, Aaron Gate, Thijs Ertz, and Gust Lutens, also Layson, Kellerman, Quinn Simmons, and Gamper off the back. Well, that's what you get, riders, for chilling at the back of the peloton. Now the climb will separate the men from the boys. Breakaway handles it with ease, all sticking together. The peloton back together probably momentarily, as we'll see some of these Mapai riders drop off the back again. Oh, look at that, cobbles on the climb also, adding another layer of difficulty to the riders already struggling at the back. Once the back know they're about to be sprung off, so they're sprinting like mad to get onto that wheel. And there is a small split in the back, this time Tudor rider Timo Rusin and Zijard are dropping the wheel. Oh, decent amount of Bora riders here, Bissiger and Schachman, but they're all back together. Another split here in the middle. Oh, this looks like the decisive split of the day. All the riders are sitting up. In the front of the second bunch, Price Pitchson is trying to roll across. We have a bunch of Groupama FDJ riders. Are they rolling back for their leader, maybe? Who's in the second bunch? Fedorov, Moscon, and Barth. But if you're not in the front bunch here, looks like you're out of the race, which means I am out of the race. My Mapai squad did not make it into the front bunch. Classic. These 5 riders here are riding, I think. But these ones here, oh, they are riding now. Actually, Bora has come to the front, and they can't tell if they're riding or chilling. But I'm out of contention. Demar is not, Groves is not, as Green is here, Turner is here, Wellens, Oliveira, Turns, I see Garner, another cobble sector, Pedersen, Stuyven, Consoni, Van Aert, Muller, G, Van Baarle, Lascano, Cavendish, Lamperty. A lot of decent riders still here anyway. Now that I've missed the split, what's the damn point? Maybe nice counting. Oh, looks like these riders in the middle are just about to make the catch. The Groupama FDJ is back into the front bunch. Legak also. Price Pitchson trying to not, almost about to make it. We see Bora now on the front of this bunch at the back. Same with GW Shimano. Hopefully they puts the effort in. They got 50k's, 3-minute gap to try and catch this front peloton here. Saga now on the front, 2 minutes 30 for the breakaway, 43 kilometers. They could hang on. Some of these have a decent. Oh, I got Goldstein up here. Some of these guys have got a decent chance of being up there in the finish, but not making the break to the finish. FDJ seem to be sending all their riders now to the front. Must be working for, oh geez, Van Baarle, of course. There's a big, strong FDJ squad here. Wind is back to being strong tailwind. Now, as Lamperty looks to be dying off the back after all that effort on the front. Van Hoyt is off the back also. Cavendish now, he's doing the domestically duties for Wout van Aert, I'm pretty sure. Has HTC got Wout van Aert? No, Wout van Aert's at UAE. It must be for Muller, my mistake, or Stuyven. Oh, my apologies. On the Kelberg, we see an attack by Wellens, Holgaard, and Rowe have been dropped from the breakaway, as has Goldstein. Oh, I fast forwarded too much, my mistake. I was reading the chat. Anyway, Oliveira leads them over the top with the two riders, Lescano and Dwellens out in front, attacking to get away. Peloton has split into two. Main groups, Mahoric out the back, Van Poppel losing ground. A lot of riders in drips and drabs. We see Plowright, Fedorov at the back, Legak, Cavendish, Goldstein from Mapai. He's completely out of contention now. Baratti, Milan's out, Moscon, Mollema, Vink. It's almost all coming back together. We see Stefan Kung trying to get across to the remains of the breakaway. Mahoric launches a counter-attack. Trentin, Demar, Ricard, is it Trentin, Demar, and it was Vink actually, not the Ricard. Your team with constant crap, don't even complain, bro. My team's not even here because they all sat at the back of the peloton. Anyway, Van der Poel launches an attack, Stuyven counters. Out in front is Friesen and Gogol from the original breakaway, which Van der Poel has now climbed up to. He's about to be joined by Stuyven, but Trentin is leading the peloton back up to them. Ethan Hayter jumps across the 2 meter gap now. Van Baarle now tries something, Askren straight onto his wheel. Sudar quickstep with the crap positioning apparently. Stefan Kung tries to come across, but he cannot make the jump. Van Poppel now senses some danger, jumps across to the front and continues past them. He's going for his own attack. It's just a pan flat stage now. It's a little small climb now, but that is it. The peloton split once again. The crosswinds doing their crosswind thing as we see Trentin and Demar missing this split. Bunch of 8 now at the front. Stuyven barely hanging on. Mahoric, Van Baarle, Turner, Asgreen, Van Aert, Van Poppel, Kung and Van der Poel. Asgreen now launches on the right hand side of the road. That's the sexy Soudal squad. Van Aert is working to pace them back. Him, Kung and Turner's not taking a turn on the front. Stuyven just off the back of this bunch and a further 40 seconds back to this bunch on the road here. Which Lidl Trek now are doing some work for turns. Asgreen dangling just off the front of the group of favourites as Van der Poel attacks just as the court is made. He gets into a rhythm with 10 kilometers to go. We're also seeing Mahoric and Van Poppel being distanced now. Stuyven's way off the back. Stuyven won't be winning. Van Aert doing all the work again. I'm not sure if he'll have the punch to take the sprint. Turner's looking dead. Van Aert goes. He did the work to catch up and now he's going himself. Very underestimated him today. Turner is falling off the back of the bunch. Van Poppel also. Stefan Kung's having to do a lot of the chasing now. Van Aert, who was doing it before, is out the front with a 20-second lead. Looks like a few riders are not taking their turn to the front. Mahoric and Asgreen just chilling in the back. 4 kilometers to go now. Mahoric is falling off the back. The pace is too much for him. The Bahrain team will not win the race. Van Aert starts his sprint. 2.6 kilometers to go. We see him out in front. Asgreen also paying for his earlier efforts. It's going to come down to a sprint between these three for the rest of the podium positions. As Asgreen sneaks up behind them. And Wout van Aert, the wins of Gent Wevelgem. Sprint for second. Who's going to take it? Van Baarle on the left. Stefan Kung comes around Van der Poel to take the final podium position of Gent Wevelgem. Mahoric will come in 6th. Between Turner and Van Poppel for 7th. Van Poppel should take it. Turner looking pretty dead there. Ackerman, is he going to come past Turner in the last few moments? Just behind him. Rounding out the top 10, we have Mads Pedersen, Demar coming through, sprinting to 11th, Miller, Mayus, and Dili. Garner and Hayter for Ineos also up there. It's the top 20 as we see the second bunch coming in now. Gurumai doing a massive sprint. Steimler also up there. First Mapai rider comes across the line. 5 minutes down. Two angry owners will be leaving soon. There we have it. Gent Wevelgem won by Walter van Aert of UAE Team Emirates. 45 seconds ahead of Van Baarle, Kung, Van der Poel, Asgreen and Asgreen. Mohoric 117 back, then 150 to the next group. Van Poppel, Turner, Ackerman and Pedersen. Team classification GW Shimano. Tour results. Gent Wevelgem. Cheers, Hen. Oh, nope. Sexy Sudal won the team classification and the official results. Hey, me and Bora tied for team classification. That's good. Anyway, let's have a look at the best riders from each squad. Alpecin de Koenig 4th with Van der Poel, Pollitt, Bora 65th with Pollitt. Bahrain 6th with Mohoric, EF 28th with Frison. Kung 3rd. Oh, I missed a DNF. Gelder's DNF'd. Ooh. Lucky we saw that now, or else I would have completely forgotten. There is that DNFs. Groupama FDJ 2nd with Van Baarle, Muller 12th for HTC. Ineos Grenadiers 8th with Turner, Ackerman 9th, Lidl Trek, also Destiny 13th with Delis, Mapai GB 52nd with Guillaume Boivin. Asgreen 5th with Sudal, Demar 11th, Dimension Data, Visma Lisa Bike 7th with Van Poppel, Gogol 22nd, Tudor, and UAE 1st with Wout van Aert. Cheers, Joe. Thanks for tuning in, peeps.